So in this video, we're continuing section 2.5, and we're just going to be doing examples. I'm going to work a little quicker on these, but you can, again, always rewind, watch it again, pause it. So as you move on, try to do some of these pictures by yourselves and answers to see if you understand those relationships. But please write down the cardinalities first. So on example 3, we have 150 students that were surveyed. So my universal set is 150. 72 played basketball. 32 played soccer. And if you have to write them out, but if you can abbreviate, go ahead and do that. And the cardinality of soccer and basketball, which is the overlapping, is 11. And that's where we always start. So we always start with that middle region of what we have. So that piece is done. Now we're going to go again and ask what's left over in those pieces of those circles. Those sets is really what I'm referring to. So I have 32 in soccer total. I'm going to take off the 11, which leaves me with 21. For basketball, we have 72 total. So we take off the 11, and we're left with 61. My last step here is always to do what's left over. There may not be anything left over, but we always have to check and subtract. So we have 150 right now. When we take the 61 plus the 11, that gives me 72, plus 21, that should give me 93. And when I subtract that from 150, we should get 57 left over. So now we're going to answer our questions based on this diagram. But you realize if you draw it wrong, the questions are going to be wrong. So students don't play either sport. That's the leftover blue portion. So we already did that. If we subtracted correctly, we'll have the right answer. Students played basketball but did not play soccer. So basketball but not the overlapping part with soccer, which is, again, this is like the same way of saying only basketball for this problem. Different ways you can say it. Students play basketball or soccer, which means overlap both circles. So we have 61 plus 11 plus 21, and when we add those together, we should get 93, which we had already figured out above. Students played soccer but did not basketball. Again, that's only soccer. So that's equal to the 21. Not hard, easy to make careless mistakes on. All right, looking at example 4, go ahead and pause it, see if you can fill in the chart. Remember, start with the innermost piece, but label what you have first. So we have the cardinality of the universal set. They surveyed 100 people. 52 of them had checking accounts, we have savings accounts, and we have bank charge cards. Again, however you want to label them when you're abbreviating, just make sure you're careful. So I'm going to use the C, the S, and the B when I'm labeling those. So cardinality of checking will be 52. Cardinality of saving is 59. Cardinality of bank charge cards is 51. So I've labeled those. Now going down to the next piece is using my ands, which is the intersection of pairs. So I have savings and checking. I have savings and bank charge cards. I have checking and bank charge cards. You could use CC for charge cards too if that helps you keep that separate. Just don't use, obviously, a C and a C. So I have 35, 34, and 32. And then my last piece is all of them. So the cardinality of all three is 3, which we always know is that intersection. 30, which is that intersection there. So we've used this one. We're going to go with what's left over in my intersections of pairs, which again is using this innermost piece, but realize we're subtracting that off. So as we move our way out, we're going to have 32 in the checking and the bank checking charge card. So we have 2 left over here. We have 34 in savings and banking card, or the banking checking card, so we have 4 left over here. and we have 5 left over, subtracting off that 30 piece. Now we're going to go to our next area, which is going to be using what's left over only in checking, only in savings, and only in my charge card. So I have 52 in checking. Right now I have a total of 37. So I have a left over 15. So what I did there again is 52 minus the 37. That's what I used. For my shelving, I'm going to do 59 minus 39, which should leave me with 20. And then I'm going to do 51 for my bank card, subtract off the 36, and I should have 15 there. Now I'm going to add up everything that's in the circles already and subtract it from 100 to figure out how much total I have left over. When I add up all of these numbers and double check that you use every single piece, you should get a total of 91 is the number I already have listed. So my leftover piece should be 9. Now I'm going to answer my questions. So down here, we don't use checking, don't use savings, and don't use a charge card. That's what's left over because we're saying you don't use anything that's listed. That's what's outside of that piece. Using exactly one of these services is what's highlighted in the green because those are the only. So we have 15 plus 20 plus 15. So that should give us a total of 50. Be careful with C, and I'm going to write it down below here. C says at most 2 of these pieces. At most means 2 services plus 1 service plus 0 services. So we got to be careful here. At most means 0, 1, or 2 because you're stopping at that piece. So 2 services exactly, and I'm going to highlight here just so that you're clear that this is separate here in the center. Exactly 2 is going to be the green ones, or sorry, the yellow ones. The yellow ones are exactly 2 services. So we're going to take that piece, and those are going to be our purple. So that's going to be the 2 plus 5 plus 4. So that should give us 11. Going to our 1 service is our green highlighted pieces. So that is going to be 15, 20, and 15, which we already did above, which is 50. And the 0 services is the 9 that's left over there on the outside. When we add those up, we get 11 plus 9, which is 20. We should get a total of 70. This number should make sense because really at most 2 of these services means the only thing you're excluding is that very center piece that I highlighted in blue, that 30, from that total option. So one more. We're going to do D. D says at least 1, so that means 1 service, 2 services, or 3 services. Why I do it like this as well is because I've already done some of these right above, and I don't have to do it again. 1 service is 50. We did that in B. We also did that again in C. 2 services is 11. 3 services is that middle piece, which is the 30. We actually did this because at least one of the services means anything in any of the circles, so we should get a total of 91 for that answer. All right, we have 2 more examples that we're going to do. One of them is a little bit trickier, but we're going to go ahead and do example 5 now. It has 3 circles. We have cardinality of the universal set of 50. 3 liked all 3. And notice what they did here is they didn't list them in the same order, so don't always assume it's in the same order as what we're used to. So all is 3. Pencils is 16. Pencils and ballpoint pens is 8. Felt tip is 18. Pencils and felt tip is 4. Felt tip and ballpoint, it's 5, and then ballpoint pens was 24. So I don't want you to get confused if it's listed out of order. So that's one of the reasons why we did this one. But remember, we still start with that innermost piece first. So the innermost piece first is the all. So we're going to list 3 in there. That's done. Now we're going to go to what's overlapping with pairs. But remember, we're taking the 3 off. So now I'm looking for the ands with only pairs. So even though they're listed in a different order, it's still the same idea. So pencils and ballpoint has a total of 8. We already have 5, so we're going to list 3. Pencils and felt tip is 4, so we have 1 left over there. Felt tip and ballpoint pens is 5. We already have 3. So there are 2 there left. We're subtracting our way out just like we would before. It's just not listed in that order. So now we're going to go with, okay, what's still left over, what's only in those categories, which is looking at single pieces. So now we're looking at 16 in the pencils. Right now we have 4 plus 5, which is 9. So I should have a total of 7 left there. Felt tip is 18. I have a total of 6, so I should have 12 left over there. Ballpoint is 24. Right now I have 10, so I should have 14 left there. My last piece is my universal set, what's left over, which is this piece here. So I'm adding up everything that's inside that circle, any of the circles. So again, if I add up all of those circles, I should get a total of 44. So 50 minus 44 leaves me with 6 left over. Again, just be careful, make sure you add across. Going to our questions, none of the 3 writing instruments, which is what's left over, which is what we just found, which is 6. Pencils and felt tip pens, but not ballpoint pens. Pencils and felt tip, which was our number right here of listing that 4 piece, but I don't want to include the ballpoint pens, which is again taking off the 3 in that piece. So I am actually looking at this one here, which is 1, what was left over. Only pencils is what's in the green in the pencils, which should give me a 7. Only ballpoint is 14. Felt tip pens or ballpoint pens. This is one that I'm going to draw in my picture. Felt tip pens, which is this circle, or ballpoint pens, which is this circle. So I'm adding up all of those numbers together. 1 plus 12, 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 14. I should get 37. The other way to look at it, though, is I had a total of 50. I can subtract off the 2 numbers I'm not including, which would give me that 37, because I would subtract off the 6 and the 7 that are not there. Anything that helps organize. Most of these questions are coming off if you did your diagram correctly. That's why that step is so very, very important. Last one we're going to look at, example 6. I'm going to go again and write down what I have. So we have a survey, found that we have liberal arts degrees, we have nursing degrees, and notice here it didn't give us a total amount. So we're going to have to, again, figure out what they did give me. So liberal arts was 365. Computer engineering degree is 293. Nursing degree is the 285. So those are like looking at just those circles by themselves. So now I'm looking at using the word and, which is again looking at pairs together. So liberal arts and computer engineering degree is 193. Liberal arts and nursing is 200. Computer engineering and nursing is 139. And then going to my next piece, they have 68 offered an LA degree, computer engineering degree, and nursing. We should know that that means all, because it tells me all three of them is 68. So right off the bat, I know that goes in. That meaning I don't have to subtract anything. The last one is the key piece. They tell me something differently. They actually give me the leftover piece. They actually give me the 26 because none of them offered those degrees. So instead of giving me the all where I had to subtract to find that leftover, they've given me that piece. So now I'm going to go about the same way as I would have before, looking at the pairs, what's left over. So I'm subtracting the 68 from each one of those values. And if I subtract the 68 from each one of those values, I should have 132 left here, 125 here, and 71 there. I was subtracting the 68 from those three values that I have there. Moving my way out, what's left over only in those regions. So again, and now I'm going to be subtracting what's inside the circle for liberal arts from that 363. So I'm subtracting the 125, 68, 132, and we should get, in this case, an answer of 40. For my computer engineering, we're going to subtract from 293, 125, 68, and 71. Put it in your calculator. You should get 29. And for my nursing, we're going to subtract from 285, 132, 68, and 71, which should give us a 14. And again, I know I did that pretty quickly. You're going to use your calculator on that. It's going to take you a little bit longer. So they didn't give it to me in the exact same format, but they gave me enough information. So A says, how many four-year colleges and universities were surveyed? That is the universal set. That's what it's asking for in A. What is the cardinality of the universal set? This is one where you have to add up all of the numbers in the box. And we should get the total is 505. The next ones are saying, of those 505 people, how many offered? So B says a liberal arts degree and a nursing degree, but not computer engineering. So we're looking in those yellow regions. We don't want it to be in computer engineering, which should be this 132. Computer engineering degree, but neither LA degree or nursing, which means this is an only computer engineering. So this answer should be 29. Exactly 2 would be the yellow regions that we have up there. So the 132 plus the 125 plus the 71, which should give me 328. At least one of the degrees means that we are adding up all of the pieces. So again, offering all three would be 68. Offering pairs of them, meaning only 2 services, 132, 71, 125, which we already just said was 328. And then offering only one of them, the degrees, would have been the blue portions up there, which would be the 40, 29, and 14. So adding up my only ones would be the 40, 29, and 14. That's going to give me 69, 73, and 83 for that piece. So if I add up all of those numbers together, I should get a total of 479, again, which is realistically then what I expected. At least one would mean everything in the circles. So the other way to do it, just so you know, just again so you can realize it, we could have taken 505, which we found in A, and subtracted the 26, and that's where the 479 will come from as well. More than one way to do it once you have the diagram.